Hello, this is Deborah with Black Education TV. Just want you all to take a look at this beautiful, beautiful basil. Very beautiful, very aromatic. I love basil. I love how big the plants start to get after so long. They start off so small, and then they just grow. Then they start to seed up. But even when they're seeding up, the plant is still just good. It's like a bush almost. Look at that. We already took some off and dehydrated. It's time to do that again. Come and get so many of them off and just go ahead and dehydrate them and put them up. But let the plant continue to grow. We don't take them all off because I love fresh basil, especially in tomato dishes. And today, I'll probably do another tomato dish because we have so many tomatoes yet again that have ripened and you have to do something with them. So I'm thinking another big pot of soup. Thankfully, my family's not getting tired of the tomato soup because of how you can prepare it so many different ways. Because of how I prepare it, it's very tasty. It's not just tomato soup. I put all kinds of things in there. And so some of this basil will be going in there too. This is Friday, so this is the perfect day for it. We'll be going into Shabbat with that big pot of soup. Got some carrots too that I'll be pulling up out of the ground as well. You know, just whatever I can find. We're at that stage in the garden to where it's time to get ready for the fall gardening. So a lot of things have been depleted pretty much. I may even put some chunks of the butternut squash in because we have a lot of that. That can keep very well over the winter months. That's why it has that hard outer core. Anyway, that's not what I was trying to talk about here. Okay, but I am going to keep the focus on the basil plant there. I really wanted to talk about, one more thing. I forgot about those lima beans, baby lima beans. We're going to get some more of those too to go in our soup. This is going to be really, really nice. It's going to be a really nice soup. Really nice, very tasty. But anyway, again, that's not what I'm out here to talk about. I wanted to talk about demons again. How I heard my husband say this, but some people don't understand demons because of the way it's been portrayed in movies and things of the sort, and even the way some ministers or preachers speak on demons. You're always thinking that it has to be some growling effect going on or something like that. But this is what my husband said, and I thought was very interesting. How some people have allowed themselves to be like a demon motel where the demons can check in and out at will. And so you may listen at that. You may hear that and say, okay, what does he mean by that? Most people think that you have to be fully possessed by a demon in order to have a demon or to be used by demons. And that is not the case. You have those who have this struggle with the demonic realm because they don't understand what is happening. And they also don't understand that demons have many manifestations. You do have some that act violently, but you also have very intelligent demons too. When a demon presents itself to some people, it presents itself in a particular way to try to influence that person. I've known of people who have had what I'm going to call little friends that they talk to, and they call them ghosts. I mean, I've actually known people who say that they talk to ghosts. And they are having full conversations. I knew two little girls. One was when I was a kid. This used to creep me out. But we knew a young lady who, when we would go to her house, I think I was about 8, maybe 9 years old. We would go to their house, and she said that she had a friend that she talks to. And we were all sitting in their dining room at the time. And she said, but you can't see her. But we talk. And I'm sitting there like creeped out by this. And then she says to me, she says, you are actually sitting next to her right now. And I remember jumping like, girl, why did you say that? As a kid, you don't want to hear nothing like that. And she was serious too. She didn't have no smile on her face. She wasn't chuckling or anything. She was dead serious. Her friend's name was Karen. She said, she's sitting next to you right now. Another young lady said that her friend plays dolls with her. They play dolls together, her and this ghost friend. Now, let me tell you what's going on. That is a demon presenting itself in a very simplistic, childlike way to deceive that child, to make that child comfortable with talking to them. Because at some point, that demon may want to go even further than just that, to get them to do something that it wants done. You see? And so demons are not always snarling and growling. Some of them are very intelligent, and some of them present themselves in a very friendly way. We've been doing a study. We've been reading specific things about demons. We've been looking at some of the accounts of Solomon, reading some of the accounts of Solomon and how he dealt with demons. Family, this is something that I think needs to be understood, because if you don't understand how demons operate, you won't know. You will have no way of knowing if they have influenced you, or if they are influencing you or controlling your movements, controlling your thoughts. And this is not something to be feared. This is not something to be ignored, because these demons, you don't realize, are on a mission. In this day and time, you can't afford not to know what's going on. When you see your children behaving a certain way that is out of the ordinary, don't think that this is just some passing phase that they are going through. That's not what that is. You have to pay attention, family. Demons speak to children. They speak to anybody. They speak to adults. They'll speak to your husband or your wife. They will influence thoughts. Like so many times we'll hear in the news where you'll see a situation where a husband just decides, okay, I'm going to kill my whole family and then myself. You'll see where a man does that. Or you'll see where a mother decides to do that to her own children. Don't think for a moment that this person just made that choice on their own. Don't think that for one moment. There are demons speaking to people, and it's not always about murder either. So let me back that up a little bit. So when we're always looking for the bad things that demons will cause people to do, you don't realize that there is something very simple a demon can cause you to do as well. A demon can cause you to say something that may not even appear to be bad or sound bad. I like to use the example of Peter when he was talking about Yahushua's death. And Yahushua said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." because the words that Peter spoke at that time were completely against the will of the Father. Completely against prophecy, because Yahushua was the lamb slain before the foundation of the world, right? Before the foundation of the earth. So this is something that had to take place, but here you are, Peter, speaking against it, saying not so, but the Most High saying, no, this has to happen. And so even something that may not sound so bad can be influenced by a demon or a spirit. I'm going to say spirit sometimes because when you say demon, people automatically think of something just, like I said, the snarling and the growling. But spirits, evil spirits, maybe that's an easier way to say it so that you can understand what I'm saying. You have good spirits and you have evil spirits. And see, evil spirits can trick you, have you thinking the wrong thing, because they are planting thoughts. This stuff is deep, family. When you read of how Solomon dealt with these demons and the confession some of these demons made, how they are the ones who inflict certain diseases on your body, certain pains, even headaches, all of this stuff is connected to demonic activity, swellings in the body, cancers in the body. And it's not saying that the person has demons. What I'm saying is that the demons bring the affliction. And so this is a spiritual thing that we are dealing with, family. We have to bring these demons into subjection. We have to bring them under subjection, because what they are trying to do is to destroy us. And they are using our lack of knowledge and understanding to do that. We can't allow that. We have to make sure that we understand how demons work, how they operate, what they're saying. They actually whisper behind your back. They whisper into your ear. Their job is to destroy you. You know what I find interesting about the human mind is if we find out someone that we know, a friend or ex-friend, should I say, or a family member or a co-worker, if you find out that somebody's doing something behind your back, you're plotting behind your back or whatever, that kicks you into action, doesn't it? And you're coming up with ways and devising plans of your own on how to deal with what they are doing to you. If you know somebody's setting you up, you say, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other to deal with what they are doing. You're devising plans. But here I am. I'm telling you that the spirit world, evil spirits, are planning and plotting against you constantly, daily, on how to take you out of your game, how to destroy you, how to even kill you, how to destroy your family. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit idly back and do nothing? Are you not going to engage in this spiritual battle? Because that's what it is. This is a spiritual battle, family. And your fear of the situation is not going to help you. And your deciding to ignore it is not going to help you. And even you saying, I don't know what to do, that's not going to help you either. Do you think demons flee because you say, I don't know what to do? No, this is why a lot of people are attacked and influenced by demons so easily. Because the demons need your cooperation. And sometimes your cooperation is you simply doing nothing, because they know that the scripture says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Resist means to fight. They know that if you don't resist or if you don't fight, that they can do whatever they want. They can have their way in you, through you. And they can do whatever they want to do to you. This is why it seems like a lot of people are just doing things that are completely contrary to the Most High Yah. They've made agreements with the enemy. One thing you have to understand is that the enemy cannot be trusted. And with that, what happens is, after he's done using you, after these spirits are done using you, you are disposable. Because they have billions of other people that they can try to infiltrate. When they're done with you, you will be destroyed. You can't have agreement with wickedness. And have no consequences. I would say, family, for those of you who could feel that something has changed in this world, those of you who know that the spirit world is very active right now, it always have been, don't get me wrong. But if you see it more and more prevalent in your own life and people around you, and situations around you, you owe it to yourself to understand what's going on. And understand that there is a power that Yah has given us as His children. Understanding that greater is He that is in us than he that is in the world. That we have been given power and authority over these spirits. Either you take it, or they're going to take it from you. And with that, I will say shalom.